Sometimes you have to just go full gecko to survive.
Yeah.
Full gecko.
Listen, if the Proleite group were the cockroaches of the rings, we are the geckos of the ring. That's all I'm saying.
You're the fucking insurance company that rips off its customers? That's crazy, Ryan. Why would you say that?
And I only need 15 minutes. I only need
No, that's
15 minutes.
Geico, not Gecko.
Yeah, guess what? The
listen,
Geico
Colin.
is a gecko.
Colin, you say that, but I could probably convince the Tattercoat Knights to buy into my insurance.
That's
You
not
can
a
convince
Christmas.
the Tattercoat Knights to do anything but be good people. You could convince them to buy the worst insurance in the world, but giving an old lady $1 would be too far for them.
Yeah. Fine, I'll have them as spokespeople for my new company, United Healthcare.
Okay, you're asking for it now, you piece of shit. You're asking
Alright,
for it now. It's not my fault. It's not my fault for this crash out that's about to happen. Eli's hiding. He's hiding.
He's afraid.
The fear got
gonna
to
be-
him.
This is going to be me the whole session.
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm clearly the heavy hitter of the group.
Sure. I have a feeling he's going to be going after my asshole.
Just
Exactly.
Your
Or he's
asshole.
not. Just to piss you off.
You can be the bait, and I can be the heavy hitter.
I'm okay with that.
Chris is like, this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yes.
You.
Some of you
be the
may
bait.
die.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Gotta flex seal my asshole real quick.
If we survive this, we're gonna have a lot of merits.
I love that's where Jonah's mind goes. Ooh.
I just look at the merits up top. There's 85 of them already, and we haven't even finished the mission.
Yep.
If we
Jonah's-
survive this, that slot machine's gonna go crazy.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
I am gambling like crazy.
Gambling till the wheels fall off.
Jackpot! Colin, to prepare myself, I played Devil May Cry last night.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you gonna bury the light deep within?
I was playing Virgil's story, so, yes, I'm motivated.
So motivated. You know what's up.
So motivated.
You gonna go crazy.
I'm gonna get my shit wrecked. This is what's gonna happen.
Damn. Well,
It's gonna happen.
that's just how it goes. That's just that's just what happens on these little season finales.
Yeah.
Season finale grind. It's alright. Eli, are you there? Hop on.
Where was he?
I don't know. I didn't even have him on speaker.
Mark.
I just saw that he answered and I was like, hop on.
Might be on the shitter.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of energy we need right now, Eli.
We need the full bullshit never punished Eli energy.
We do. It's true.
Because Eli is in fact never punished.
Can we say that about
Great.
Cade, though? I feel like Faustus was never punished, but I feel
That's
like
that.
Cade...
You know what? That is true. Cade is punished constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Until
usually-
it becomes absolutely necessary, then he's not.
Yeah. But hey, Faustus went on a 2,000-man investigation with one of 4 people to survive. So at least he still has that energy. Yes, I did read through the entire lore document.
The slim version. The slim version.
The slim version.
I shouldn't used to do that. Screw you for releasing at 11 a.m. or p.m.
11 a.m. You got ample time.
And
Oh yeah, if it was 11 a.m., I would have read it all, but
just gotta blitz through those 50 pages.
I am not a fast reader.
No.
Brandon can do it. You can do it.
You can.
Let me rephrase that. I am not a fast reader if I want to comprehend what I'm reading,
Yeah.
which I want to, because it has useful information.
True. You get to learn about all the things Lazarus and Minerva built.
What did I do? Fuck. I gotta open the document now. Egotistical ass. Narcissistic ass me.
I mean, all the stuff in the first part of the document was already there, so it's just the latter half.
Props to Minerva for dealing with you.
What did I do?
Lazarus.
Just as a
I
person.
have where's her card? There it is. There it is. I keep that card. It's the first. It's right here, right in front of my computer. It's like a family photo, you know.
It's like a reward.
Yeah, I get to look at my fictional wife on a card when I close my laptop after a hard day of getting my shit kicked in.
And we have Eli. Hello, Eli.
Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. Always locked in. Always ready.
Always ready. I was literally having a dream that you gave us like we couldn't have a D&D session, and so you set up these NPCs for us to fight individually at home. It was really weird. But the funny part though is it was really true to life, because I got confused on how to fight the NPCs and I did it wrong. So then I had to ask you how to do it and stuff like that. It was pretty funny.
That's great.
You had to ask Colin something in your dream.
Yeah, yeah, that's the crazy part.
The next evolution of Wonder, Colin just sends enemies to our houses and we have to fight them in real life.
Yeah, that's basically what was happening.
The next evolution of Wonder is collective dreaming. And just, it's like, alright guys, 10 p.m., go to bed. Session starts.
10 p.m. Session starts 10 p.m. You have to fall asleep at 10 p.m.
Jonah's just like, I have insomnia. I can't fall asleep. We're all just waiting. It's like, God damn it, why won't this bitch fall asleep?
I need to drug myself, man.
Jonah's like, alright, Catherine, do it. Catherine just gets a Louisville Slugger and then, ha-pow!
Night-night.
Night-night. Sleep tight.
Listen, the evolution of Wonder is we're going to turn the Rings of Meropis into an SAO-like world, and we're going to trap everyone in there.
That would be horrible.
No. After the Vitality War, but before the current arc, that's a really good world. That's a really good world to be in.
For what, 80 years? 70 years?
Yeah,
That's
You
an
can live
average life,
a
man.
pretty average. You can live a pretty good life after the Vitality War ends.
Okay. So long as I'm bored, as the Vitality War ends, we're good.
Well, even then, there are large stretches of the Rings of Meropis' history where it's not a bad place to be.
We just so happen to be in all the worst ones.
I mean, I could throw you in the time where nothing's happening.
I understand why. It's just funny to think about.
Look, I could throw you in an Ascended Garden they where it's just okay, nothing's going on, and just wait until you bring about the rise of a cult.
Yeah.
But what I'm really waiting for is for you to bring about the recap, Jonah.
Oh, okay.
Segways.
So, basically, we start out in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
We see the ritual going. Magic is coalescing, and weird things are happening. We're like, well, gotta go stop that. And we start running. And we're running and running, trying to get to the mountain in the center of the map. Because that's where the map that we found told us the ritual was actually happening. So we're running. Skill challenge, do a decent job for the most part.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Find out that there are things blocking our path, like rocks and stuff that are just sort of appearing in our path to prevent us from going. There's no logic behind it, which I learned the hard way, which is fine.
Hey, at least you learned it. Better to learn it then than now.
Yes. But we eventually make it. There's a door. It's got a lock. We're like, we got to figure out how to unlock the door. So, Cade is like, well, I'm going to look through all of these documents and see if I can find any hidden passcodes or anything. And I'm like, I'm going to try the code that I found for the other door, and it works. And it was funny. We enter in, let's see, I'm trying to remember.
You enter into the door.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We're sneaking through, and then we get to this big chamber. There's one person there. What was his name again?
It was the Preceptor.
Yeah, Preceptor. That's right. It wasn't Chaplain, it was Preceptor. Chaplain was the other one. So he's there. He's like, I've been expecting you. And we were like, that's not good. Conversation stalling, creeping closer. And then combat begins because ants come out of holes. Not just normal ants, big ants, mutant ants. They're not good. They're really, really tanky. So we're like, well, time to fight. And we start fighting. And we're doing okay. The ants still hate me.
They really do. They hate you a lot.
Mm-hmm. The Preceptor's annoying with his buffs and debuffs, and it's not great. But eventually we've got all the mutant ants dead. We've got most of the little ants dead. Most is key here. We've plugged up, I think, 2 out of the 3 holes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kenora shows up and is like, we gotta go. This was a trap. And we're like, yeah, we know. We're trying to fix it. And like, no, everything is a trap.
It's like, oh.
Oh no. And then I have the brilliant connection that the Preceptor should not die because he does not care who dies as long as someone dies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, don't kill him. And we're trying to do that, and then the ants go for him. Yeah.
That they do.
And the ants get him.
Yeah, they do.
And it's not great. So we're like, well, that's horrible. Then Kenora gets yeeted across the room into the opposite wall, which, not great. And we're like, oh dear, as someone enters the room with us. And Eisen seems to know who they are. We're like, do we fight or do we run? And he's like, oh, there's neither of that. Teleport. And now we're in a tower. in a big ritual circle with all the other members of the Ashen Vale below us in, I think, pods, right?
Yep, in pods. So, where we begin this season finale is for this demon just begin walking closer to his designated spot and smiles. All of you are hard people to find. But you're here. And that is wonderful. Will you play nice? Or will this need to be more persuasive? Snaps his fingers as the door to this place shuts.
There's a ritual circle under us, right?
Yeah, you can see it.
Can I make any sense of it, or is it demon voodoo?
I mean, it's definitely demon. Definitely not voodoo, but
Okay.
go ahead and make a mental check for me at benefit 1.
Okay. That's not artificer for this. That's fine. And I think I still have invocation up, right? Would this count?
This is like combat ending. This would be like your final chance to use it, I'd say.
Okay, so that would give me an additional 3d6 for reading.
Yeah.
This is good. We like having these. And you said benefit 1?
Benefit 1.
1, 2, 3. Do you have fear opponents? I do. I'm going to re-roll 1. 4 successes.
4 successes. Then as you bend down and look at some of these symbols, this is a multi-pronged ritual circle used for the binding of energy and the summoning of things. You're standing on a summoning circle, Tecton. And people here are batteries. And with 4 successes, you would notice that already some of this circle is powered, active. They already have some of the energy that they need.
Okay. Is that stuff currently like expanding? Like, is it already draining more power, or?
Doesn't seem to be actively draining more power from what you can see. It's like
Okay.
the power's already been put in.
Okay. So they've just got a chunk of it. They've put in a couple of batteries.
They have.
Okay, that's not great.
Not quite 50%.
Okay. And I'm assuming it's not something that I could disrupt by just pushing some chalk around.
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
And as you turn, you watch as this demon is looking at you, Tecton. I mean, even if you did start pushing chalk around, there's no telling what this thing could do. Especially as it's looking directly at you and smiling. Like what you see, Blood Eye?
Well, it's a very complex ritual. I don't particularly want to see what it does.
Does that mean the hard way, Tecton? I understand if it does. You have never been the most reliable.
See, you keep saying that. I don't know what that means.
This ritual requires 5 Oblivion wills, souls touched by the Endless Ones. The link is almost halfway complete, thanks to Bodic and Modwin. But 3 more are required. Aramond, Matthias, Kenora, and of course, the assistants that have been brought. Tecton, Arcadia. And are you still calling yourself Eisen?
Told you, that's my name.
You still don't remember. It's okay. Without your handler's influence, you will remember. So, what do you say, Cinco Squad? And the demon holds up 5 fingers. Will you help? Or will this have to be messy?
I don't know about you guys, but I got 1 finger for him. And I'm gonna flip him off.
Hey, Colin.
Yes.
About how far of a drop was this?
Looking down, it's probably like 100 feet to the next level down.
Okay.
There are like multiple levels below.
Okay. Right. Hmm.
If I'm looking around, is this like a very sterile environment? Like, is it very meticulously like clean, so and everything's like very in order?
No, not really. Like the ground
Okay.
is cracked and broken in places. Like some of the line marks seem sporadic at best. I mean, there's dirt, dust, blood here. Sterile is not the word you'd use for this. It looks haphazard in some ways and precise in others. It's like someone knew what they were doing, Cade, but they didn't care enough to make it perfect.
Gotcha.
With that being said, then, is there anywhere on the floor that looks volatile?
All of it.
Okay.
Aramid wants to save his friends. So, I vote the hard way. Which is getting out of here. And with our friends. And stopping this ritual.
Yep.
Eat all of us, right?
I wouldn't say so.
Just most.
Wouldn't even say that. Time is a luxury. But besides, if you don't capitulate, we will just liquidate this round of Ashenvale recruits. That is still a great win. It will cripple the Vale for years to come.
Well,
So I suppose the calculus that you are doing at the moment is how many you could save before I snap my fingers and the liquidation process begins. Could you get to Bodig in time? Could you get to others? From what I understand via my interrogations, you're not a fan of one named Quattro. So that's one less person you have to try and save. Or, I suppose you could try and attack me. Not something I'd recommend. But I always love to stretch my wings. Anything that you choose, I am happy to oblige. I suppose happiness is the emotion. I don't, frankly, understand your lot, Mr. Liverick. I don't understand the pointlessness of your existence. But, no matter.
If Cade takes the ants from that healing potion he has, are they, using my animal speaker, are they, like, acting significantly differently now that they're here? Are they saying anything weird?
They are, actually. They are, like, chanting something, it seems. And as you listen in, they're beginning to chant, "By fang of dusk and blade of night, we stalk the silence and desolation. Through forest deep and moonless blight, we hunt in silent isolation." Over and over and over, Cade.
Well, that's kind of weird.
You're listening in, Arcadian. You have been well trained. I would assume your schooling would be considered a great success. Your time in university, was it beneficial?
I guess you'll have to tell me when this is all done.
Perhaps. I supposed you'd wish to be great, to leave a mark on history. This is what you desire, is it not? To excel, to be excellent. This is your moment to show your mastery of the natural world.
Are these ants doing the same thing over here?
As you listen in, They seem to also be participating in the chant, yes.
Okay.
Well,
Here.
Is there anything on the ceiling in this room? Does there happen to be like a chandelier right above him that like I could like melt the rope and it would fall on him?
No, it is a vaulted ceiling, though, with runes running all the way to the top, ending in this kind of knot of runes at the highest point of the tower.
and you said the door was shut. What
Sure.
kind of door is it?
It seems to be made out of like this dull gray metal. But as you look closer, there's kind of this overlay, like a thin layer, Tecton, of some other type of material. Make another mental check at benefit 1.
Okay. I don't get artificer for this, right?
You would not get artificer for this, no.
Okay. Ooh, 3 successes.
3 successes. As you look at it, it seems to be this slightly blue-tinted layer of glass, Tecton. It doesn't look like regular glass. And in this moment, as you look closer, after being in the Ashen Vale and based on your field of studies, you'd have heard about a material known as ghost glass.
Mm.
Thought to be slightly organic, stronger than steel, can be woven into thread, believed cursed.
Right. So the door is not an option.
The door is
Nope.
heavily secured. At the very
Right,
least, they're
okay.
willing to use cursed materials. At least materials that you would never consider artificing with.
Mhm.
How's Kenora looking?
Kenora, as you look in this direction, she's currently unconscious, like blood seeping out of her wounds, as she was tossed more than 100 feet in the air, hitting a far wall. She was hit hard, losing many health blocks in the hit.
From here, Colin, can I identify where Bodig and Modwin and Quattro would be in these pods?
From here, no. Not where you're standing. You can barely see the lip and hear the hum, but you would have to start moving and looking over to see.
Okay.
I think.
Hammond is. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I was
Harriman-
just. No, go ahead.
Okay. Because Harriman is pretty single-minded in trying to save his friends at this point.
Ah! Going for a look, Hammond?
What have you done to my friends?
Let's see. Are you feeling lucky? Snaps his fingers. One of the pods below explodes in this violet flame. I hope that wasn't them. Or maybe I do. I figure each step we can make a gamble. Maybe you'll reach one of them. Maybe you'll reach them all. Maybe you'll reach none of them. Isn't this exciting? Come now. I'll walk with you, Aramond. One step, then the other. One by one, we'll go. Surely you've lost enough family. What's two more?
I think at this point, Herman's mental powers are flaring up as he glares angrily at this demon.
Yes, yes! There it is. That's what I want to see. We worked hard to make sure that you were united, touched, so that you were born of Aether. It took a long time to understand. But look at you. An Oblivion will. You can rise higher than all of them, Aramond. In fact, you could live like, not a king, an emperor.
I just want my friends back.
Then, remain. Accomplish this ritual. Live in luxury. Or take a risk. But I will need to begin pushing for answers. Noon is approaching us. Perfect balance between... well, that's not information you need to know. What you do need to know is that time is of the essence. So, friends, what will it be?
I think my answer is pretty clear.
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
So, that's a no, then, from all of you. That's fine. Start walking. I'll just begin with your friend Kenora first. The demon walks over, reaches down, and picks up Kenora by the throat. What are you waiting for? I thought we were doing this the hard way, right?
Are we able to just leave these circles?
You could leave them, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
As you watch as the demon just now lays one arm on Kenora's shoulder and just stares you down, Eisen.
Paper.
Me? Okay.
Us. We have to save them.
Yeah.
There's one way to save them, Harriman. To do what you were always meant to do.
Your quarrel's with us. Why don't you put her down and fight us?
Because I don't want to fight you. I want to fight the real you, not this cheap, pale imitation. I want you to remember. Now, if you do as I ask, then I certainly will fight you after.
I don't really like the price of that fight.
Well, that's unfortunate. As Tyros rips Kenora's arm off, as you watch as her eyes fly open, Eisen, as a scream emerges from her throat, as the gout of blood streams onto the ground. Tyros continuing to hold her there, then with his free arm drops Kenora's arm, puts a clawed hand over her mouth as she struggles. It came off easier than I expected. Do you think the other arm will be stronger, Eisen? Ooh, Tecton wants to test the other arm. Are you coming to get a closer look, Blood-Eye?
No.
So,
I just wanted to see the ritual circle fully.
well, there it is. Fully.
And Tecton is looking at it. Can he see any flaws at all? Anything to exploit?
I mean, with 4 successes, like, it doesn't seem to be flawed, but even then, like, you don't have enough knowledge of like ritual circles like this to know what a flaw even could be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Arcadian, our resident summoner. Any thoughts on the circle?
Why red?
Oh, I suppose we could have made it blue. So come on now. Is this the hard way that you were talking about? So much bluster, so much gusto. Here we are, at an impasse.
Well, I mean, I think at this point, Harriman is going to try and use his psychic abilities to give someone an opening to grab Kenora from this guy.
Okay.
Mm.
And how are you wishing to do that?
I guess. I guess I'm going to try and psychically like loosen his grip so that someone like Isaac could come and grab her.
Gotcha. Then I'll probably be a physical save for him. Rolled very low, only a 4. But a 4 is so high. Like you feel yourself, Harriman, like loosening the demon's grip as like much as possible. And the demon does pause for a moment, seemingly cocking a head towards you. You are strong. But you also love to gamble. Another snap. And another pod explodes. Ooh, this is fun.
Can Cade observe if in the ritual circle there is any like ant iconography? Is there anything special about the ants going on in this ritual circle?
No.
Nothing ant related. Okay.
I'm looking at the others to try and gauge what they want to do.
Ermin's ready to jump into action.
Yeah, Eisen has not stopped looking at the demon.
Matthias?
Yeah, Matthias is burning with rage. Like you can tell he wants to fight.
All right. Hard way it is then.
Tyrus is just sitting there, waiting, looking, smiling. Doesn't care what you choose.
I assume plan A is save Kenora and then fight.
Plan A is to save everyone and get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the situation that we're in currently, though. That's the ultimate goal.
Keep him from snapping if you can.
Oh, man. Well, if we're ready to spring, I'm ready to spring.
Yeah. I guess start running? I don't know.
And you attacking?
I suppose.
So I'm going to need all of you to go ahead and roll for order.
Wow, abysmal. I'm gonna give up my background.
Gotcha.
Oh, jeez. I will. I don't really want to do that, but I'll give up my background action, or my. Yeah. Do another one.
Tyrus is going to give up his background action movement.
Oh boy, another one.
Harriman.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. Tecton.
9.
9. Eisen.
11.
11. Cade.
6.
6 for Cade. And finally, Matthias.
Also a 6.
Also a 6. Tyros will be first. He's going to hold his action to kill Kenora. You're up, Eisen.
Motherfucker. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna fucking kill her if I go up there. I don't really have a choice though, do I? I gotta stop his fingers. Oh man.
He's just staring you down, Eisen. And you watch as Tyros smiles. Go ahead. You sacrificed your grandfather. What's this worthless woman to you?
He did not like that. Well, if he's looking at me, then I'm actually gonna circle this way a little bit if I can move my fucking token. Work with me, damn you. Oh man. Thank you. And I'm also gonna hold my action. I will actually guard. I will block.
Okay, you're guarding then. That's Eisen's turn. Harriman, you're up.
Okay. Is he still focused on Eisen?
I mean, you gather he's focused on all of you.
Okay. Then, okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and free action, background action, reactivate my cortexes,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and is he holding on to Kenora at this point still?
Yep, still holding on. Like, with one hand, he has Kenora by the throat. The other clawed hand is, like, right over her heart. At a moment's notice, if you do anything to attack him, to stop this ritual, he's just going to kill her.
Okay.
And you know, Harriman, he's not bluffing.
Right.
And after Kenora, he's going to start liquidating this entire group of Ashenvale recruits. Everyone in the pods, they're gone.
Okay. Herman's gonna try and would I be able to crush the ground beneath him to try and cause him to lose his balance, lose his held action?
I mean, you could. I'll be honest, it would probably just lead to him still putting a claw through Kenora. Like, this is a dead man's trigger.
Okay.
It'd have to be... I mean, it's kind of like a miracle shot.
You guys think I should go for it? I'm running out of time, but... Or...
I don't know, man. I don't know if we can save Kenora. You can certainly try. But that's probably going to kill her.
Price of freedom is high, Harriman.
And
What's the move, Harriman?
fuck. I don't know what the option is here, but one second. I'm just gonna flip a coin. That's gonna decide what I'm gonna do. Wow, 1. Okay. Then Harriman's going to jump off the tower.
Okay. Running and jumping, let's see. Then you're going to go ahead and fall, taking that fall damage. Let's see, with that pod be 140 feet for the drop. So that is going to be in total 70 points of damage to Harriman.
Okay, does it have any fear?
It doesn't.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend 2 Yeah, Harriman will take that on a health block, and he will start beginning to use his Scion points to open up these pods.
All right, firstly, roll 2d6 for the injury.
Yep. Nine.
9 for a minor or major?
Major.
Major. Your movement speed is reduced by 40 feet.
Okay.
As you slam into the top of this pod, you feel your legs just, like, turn to noodles, essentially. But are you opening this pod? Your assignment points? Gotcha.
Or I'll do this with... Could I do it with my just physicality, or would that be a roll?
Your physicality would be a roll, yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just open up this pod with Scion, yeah.
Okay. It'll just be a Scion point as you pop open that pod. You can see a Ashen Veil recruit inside. It's not Bodig or Modwin, or Quattro, or anyone else you know, but it's someone.
Yeah, I'll get them out.
Gotcha.
And then... That'll be my turn.
That'll be your turn. Then, Tecton, on your turn, Tyros watched Harriman jump and is looking to you. Doesn't seem pleased.
Okay. From where I am, could I see what kind of glass the pods were made of?
From that position, no.
Okay. Then. Oh, I don't know. He's too far away, man. Okay.
One more move. One more action. Tyrus is just gonna start killing everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do I have on me? Nothing super useful. The runes in our weapons, do they hold a significant amount of power?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, they're just sort of additions to the weapons. Not really used for much other purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know what to fucking do. Oh my god. Alright. You said there was a chunk of the ritual that's charged.
Yes.
Is that generally near where I am, or?
Generally, yes.
Like, there's, like, power in it.
Yes. There's power in this tower.
Mm-hmm. That's not gonna work, though. Okay. I wish I had more scrap on me. This is a demon, right?
Yes.
But he's not. He's intelligent, so.
Very intelligent.
Or more intelligent, the one that we fought before. God fucking damn it. He's gonna kill Kenora if I go up there.
He's going to kill everyone.
He's going to kill everyone if I go up there. Or do anything, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid of you.
Mm-hmm.
And his bet is that you're not going to let everyone die. And no matter what happens, either he cripples the Ashen Veil beyond belief, or gets the ritual. Those are the choices in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And this powerful demon is okay with either.
Mm-hmm. When he snapped his fingers, does that send a pulse through the ritual, or is it just completely separate?
It's separate.
Okay. And there are runes all over the tower, or at least the ceiling.
Correct. The ceiling, the floor, the walls. This is a tower meant for this ritual.
Mm-hmm. I don't know enough about rituals. Fuck. Okay. Free action. I'll activate invocation, but will that trigger him, do you think?
Maybe.
Mm.
And
Then
you gotta do something.
yeah, I know.
I'll give you 30 more seconds, buddy.
Okay. Okay. Then how much energy does a spark gem have?
I mean, like 100 watts.
Okay, so it's like a little battery.
Yep.
Not. Are potions usually drinking, or can you pour them on someone?
They're usually drinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
That's your turn, Captain.
Can't do anything.
Kenora, on her turn, is going to like momentarily try and struggle, and as Tyros just grips her throat tighter, she's gonna freeze. Matthias, you're up.
Okay. I guess. I guess let me ask if Matthias were to like take his armor off, because those armor blocks are gone anyway. Would that take time or be like an action or what?
It would probably be an action because you have heavy armor on, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, so it would be like an action to like strip off all the armor.
Okay.
And that's like if you're using your background action, so like momentarily, you're not under the blinded condition, because Matthias is still blinded.
Damn, I did give up my background action too.
Oh, well.
Okay then. Well, Matthias is only good up close. I guess first as a free action, he will activate Ember of Rot,
Okay.
and then
Tyros begins to inch closer but does not kill Kenora.
I will weighing options. Okay. I guess this is what Matthias will do. He knows that the armor blocks from his armor have been used up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you said like taking it off will be an action, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Then Matthias will just, as quickly as he can, throw off his armor,
Okay.
and then, since he is blind, he will, I mean, even if he sprinted, he wouldn't be able to get there. So, I guess he'll go 30
You have-
feet.
If you've taken your armor off, you have 50.
Oh yeah, 50, that's true. Oops. He'll run 50 feet generally, sort of in the direction that the demon was in.
Okay.
I mean, he can't. Oops, I have it on the measurement tool. I mean, Matthias can't really do much else.
Running towards the demon.
Guess we'll go here.
That's where he thinks the demon is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You watch as Eisen, you can see Tyros just kind of smile as the claws begin to push into Kenora's chest as she cries out. And Tyros is just going to then level his gaze at Cade. Is that your turn, Matthias?
Yeah, that'll be Matthias' turn.
Cade. Tyros is primed and ready.
Kate is just going to put his hands in the air and kind of like a you can see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just going to very, very slowly just like want to look at the ritual. Not trying to come off as a threat, just sort of hands in the air. He just wants to get a closer look at it. Not doing anything.
Gotcha.
Just wants to look.
Yep. You're just looking.
I'll look.
Doing nothing suspicious here, man.
Suspicious? Don't be.
He pulls out his suicide vest. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Kate's suicide vest. What did you guys know? Alright, Kate just wants to look at the circle. I mean, he's not gonna do anything. There's nothing for him to do. He just wants to listen to his ants again and see what they're doing.
Same thing.
They're just chanting.
Yeah.
Okay. I could say the chant backwards.
That'd be baller, dude.
Yeah, actually, kind of impressive. That was a long chant.
Can Cade try and say it backwards? Now, here's my case for doing it. This is probably stupid and not going to do anything, but it's not like any of us have any better ideas. Can just listening to the ants, because it is an animal noise that's going on. Can he just try and make the animal noise back, just like in reverse?
You could.
He's not gonna yell it. He's just gonna like hum it, basically.
Hum it. Okay.
Just like not hum it, but he's going to make the sound, so it's gonna be quiet,
Okay.
muttering, I guess.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Anything happen?
No.
All right. Well, I was hoping that the tower would like explode or something like
The
that.
suicide vest would go off.
Yeah.
And Tyrus is just looking at you, Cade. Do you surrender? Or do we need to continue?
Tyros.
Yes, that is my name.
Tyros.
What is your answer?
I don't want you to kill Kenora. And I don't want you to kill any of the friends in here.
Then, all you must do is as I say. It will be over soon. And then I will not harm you.
What do you need each of us to do?
Well, I need Harem and Matthias and our dear Kenora here to link themselves to the circle. I need who you call Eisen to start to remember. I would need the Blood Eye to read a small passage, and you'll perform the summoning.
And what will you do?
I will play my role. Make sure all goes well. But
Do you
If you-
just manage things?
yes, management is important. If you were better managed, perhaps you would not be here. Now,
It's a good point.
you have all 10 seconds to capitulate. I've been very straightforward. I've shown you I mean business. I have explained what will happen. Now, if in the next 10 seconds you still refuse, Kenora will die. She's not objectively necessary. All of those on the lower floor will also die. I do not need to liquidate a pod one by one. I can do all of them at once. The decision is yours.
Cade is just gonna slowly walk backwards into that original circle he was in and just say, "There's no need for extra death.
I would
Going
agree.
back to where I was summoned."
Arcadian, this is why you got the education. Because you were smart. Your tutors thought highly of you. Is that your turn, Cade?
Cade wants to let the ants out of his bottle, but he wants to do it like discreetly.
Okay. You can do that.
All right. Then
Is
that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The ant swarm is just going to run up here. And is going to try and begin coaxing Matthias back to his original position.
I thought they were gonna attack Decton, and I was gonna like, cry laughing, dude.
But now, here's the moment of truth. As Tyros looks into each and every one of your eyes, now comes perhaps the biggest decision of Endless thus far. Are you sacrificing the Ashen Veil? Or are you helping with this ritual? This is a decision made by all of you in this moment. But Tyros will look into each and every one of your eyes individually. So, as Tyros looks to Eisen, what is Eisen planning to do? Are you continuing this fight?
Man, capitulate's a big word. I don't know if Eisen knows it, but that's okay. I think Eisen will, without not looking at the demon, will go back to the circle. And he will just sit down in kind of like a meditative state and just take a deep breath and try to center himself and kind of feel if there's a draft of some sort in this tower, just kind of be like guided emotionally a bit. He's just gonna calm himself.
Going in and calming himself then. Matthias, you hear Tyros say, "And you, Barbarossa, warrior of warriors, a bloodline of Aether, will you lay down your weapon? Or will you cause this tower to fill with blood?"
I would rather die to help you.
So is it blood then, Matthias? Is it sacrifice?
um, hmm. I think, I think Matthias can get the sense that uh, the others are not willing to risk the lives of the others. And you know how people look when they like stifle their rage? That is what Matthias is doing. He wants nothing more than Matthias would gladly sacrifice all these people than to help than instead of helping this demon perform a ritual. But he is going to try to put that aside.
Okay. Are you allowing the ants to escort you then?
Yeah.
Alright. Matthias begrudgingly chooses capitulation. If I am correct, Chris. Would I be correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then the ants would escort as Tecton. You watch as Tyros now looks to you. You are prone. You're looking at this circle. It is a summoning ritual. But there is no doubt in your mind that Tyros is serious. Are you capitulating?
Um, and yeah,
I see. Then,
he can't be the cause of it.
okay. Then, as you take a breath, Tecton, you can see Tyros' eyes go elsewhere. As Harriman, in your mind, Tyros establishes a mental connection. And you get a blast of information about what's been happening, Harriman. You have a chance down there. A chance to save Bodig and Maldwin. They're somewhere in here amongst the pods. Maybe if you act now, you could get one out. It's a long shot, both of them, an even further long shot. But everyone, especially when Cinco Squad has capitulated, it's probably out of the question. What is Harriman's choice?
Can you see Bodig and Maudlin from here?
Go ahead and make a physical check at benefit 1.
Okay. Two successes.
2 successes. As you scan, you're able to get 1, the location of 1. Do you want to know where Maudlin is or Bodig?
I think Bodig.
Bodig's right there. That pod.
Right next to me. This one, right? Or no, up there.
Up there.
I see her. Okay. Harriman knows this is a stupid idea. He knows that people are going to die, but Dale told us that every member of the Ashen Vale has to be willing to die to defend the Cosmic Stack, the phylacteries. And so Harriman is going to use every last ounce of his psychic power to try and pull as many people out of these pods as he can. And get them off this tower.
Are you trying to focus on Bodig as one of those?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, make that mental check.
Anyone have any hero points?
Does it cost more to give you one? I only have one.
It costs 2 to give.
Oh.
Yeah. I have 3. I can give you.
If you were both to give me, if yours gonna be all 4, that would count.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I'll give you one.
Okay. Three successes.
3. Okay. Then you'll get Bodig. The rest is up to chance.
Okay.
You're looking for an 18, 19, or 20. One of the next 3 rolls.
Okay.
And if you do, you're able to just flaring out, trying to make that psychic connection with Maudlin. The rest are gone. A nat 1 is Quattro, who you save. Nat 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
First, random member of the Ashen Vale. Another random member of the Ashen Vale.
Oh my god.
And that's
Oh my gosh.
on the last roll. So, as you start popping pods, Harriman, you're able to break out Bodig. 2 more. And you begin to see a light beginning to emanate from all the other pods next to you. And you reach out. What memory do you use to link up with Modwin? To break her pod?
Harriman remembers when they were kids after their families were killed. How he and Bodig were fighting. He couldn't see reason. Always been one of his weaknesses, but it was Modwin. It was Modwin who brought them back together. Modwin has always been the one to unite the 3. And that's what he focuses on.
That's what you focus on. And you feel her. Right there. And as you crush the pod, all the others begin to light up. Parallel to these events, Harriman, Tyros frowns, walking forward. 80% plus, of course, others. And he throws Kenora into a circle. This will have to do. And at the moment, Matthias, you feel this power start to try and wrap around and into your body. As it begins to do so, you smell sulfur. And you also feel something, like this intense feeling of pride wash over you. In this moment, you feel yourself and Kenora and all the other members of the Ashen Vale who are being sacrificed get connected to the ritual as all of you begin to see lights start to pop up from below. They're all going Tecton. Everyone in the pods on the lower level and beyond, they are all being sacrificed. And as this happens, Matthias, you begin to double over. And Tyros would approach you, Eisen. Your grandfather, what a joke. You don't have a grandfather. You aren't like them. You are like us, Eisen. Destruction is your birthright. Combat is your world. Come now, Garion. Reveal your true face to us once again. And you feel the ritual beginning to wrap around you, Eisen. What are you doing?
So, Eisen definitely has not exited his meditative state.
Mm-hmm.
And after hearing all of that, he would probably start to incorporate bits of his Ashen Negate technique into his breathing and trying to basically keep as much of the ritual off of him as possible and try to, like the wind, bend with it. Kind of give way when you need to, but push back when you have to.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll first a d6 to see how many extra successes you're going to add to this save. As you remember Zale's training, that's a full-ass 6.
Oh, huge.
And now I need you to make a spirit save at benefit 1 because of your meditation. As you are doing everything possible to prevent something from clawing up within you. To control it.
Oh, that's
Huge.
2 successes. That's 8 successes total.
I need you to roll another d6.
Oh! Oh,
Any hero points?
I don't have any. Out.
Then, in this moment, as you take a beat, meditate, 8 is still very, very good. As you're able to lock out this other influence, this other force, but yet you still feel this headache. As Tecton, you watch as Eisen, still looking serene, is bleeding. It's like claws are on him. Thick lines of blood running down his face. There should be pain. But he is still serene. A leaf in the breeze. And then Tyros makes his way over to you. Tecton, as you feel the ritual growing. And Tyros pulls out a small white book from amongst his wings and tosses it to you, Tecton. You read the text on it. This grimoire is called The Brave Little Hunter. And there is a page marked. Tyros looks to you. Read. It's your job, Blood-Eye. That's what you were made for. Chop chop. Get to it.
He'll look at the book.
Here's the passage. Will you read it?
And we know that they've all been sacrificed, right?
They're being sacrificed, yes.
We don't know if Harriman succeeded in saving any of them.
You don't. You know Kenora's here, though. And with everyone in this circle, the onus is now on you to perhaps save people here.
Want me to read it aloud?
Yeah.
By fang of dusk and blade of night, we stalk the silence in desolation. Through forest deep and moonless blight, we hunt in silent isolation. No prayer is heard, no gods defend, the path is marked by desecration. Each breath a blade, each step the end, we chant in cruel invocation. Let shadows feast, let terror rise, we drink the scream behind the eyes. We call the dark with this incantation to wake the beast of desperation. With blood we bind, with bone we brand, our names in dark configuration. Now fear shall walk the land, its strength is our revelation. The time has come to break the facade. Come now and rise, Glustrad.
As the power radiates out, you find yourself continuing to recite the incantation. And Tecton, you see as Tyros begins to make his way into the center of the circle, and with a hand beckons Cade as you feel yourself pulled into this ritual circle. And Tyros leans over to you, Cade. The spirit, call it here. Will you call the spirit, Cade?
Cade is... Can Cade act like he's going to try and do it?
You can. This demon would know.
Okay. Alright. Cade is going to look at Tyros. Do you need me to summon this?
Yes.
You need me. He's going to point to himself to summon this.
It could be someone else. But look at them. They're not going to last much longer.
Who else could you get?
There are many Arcadian.
Here?
Can see Tyros' eyes narrow. Will you refuse? At this hour, at this moment?
Say, you need me right now.
Need is a strong word. What are you doing, Cade?
Cade will say, fine. And he will walk up to Tyros and he will try and follow his instructions.
Okay. You feel that there is a spirit here, Cade. Like you are able to call upon animal spirits of the natural world. And in this moment, you feel that within this circle, this entire ritual that has been getting conducted has been for this, to attract the spirit here. The spirit is trying to enter, and you're trying to draw it. But it feels like you don't have room, Cade. And Tyros would just look at you. Make room. You don't need all those spirits clinging to you. Will you make room, Cade?
What does that entail exactly?
As you focus...
Getting rid of, like, my ability to summon other ones?
No. But you have animal spirits. As you look at Tyros, the demon wants you to sacrifice one. One of the animal spirits you've summoned in the past 10 sessions. To make room.
They'll sacrifice one of the peregrine falcons.
What does it look like as you sacrifice them?
Hayes is mentally going to picture the peregrine falcon, and like the spirit will be before him, and then it will just like slowly dissolve and like fade into kind of dust in the wind.
And as it dissolves, dust in the wind, you feel something else attempt to replace it. As you're able to see, Tecton, black marks begin to appear all across Cade's body. As Cade, you feel your form going numb and weak. As you start to fall to one knee. He only comes when the prey are frightened, and when all the world is dark. And as Tyros walks over, places a hand on you, Cade, and it feels like it is fire. And he smiles. As Matthias, you momentarily open your eyes, and you can see vaguely black smoke beginning to curl out of the body of Cade. You feel this strange warping. Cade, all the fingers on your right hand begin to break as the joints shoot out in different directions, causing your flesh to bulge. You feel this thing in you. In your last moments of sanity, what are you thinking?
Cade is thinking that he is not afraid. If he dies, he's just going to be with his family again in some way. And at the same time, he also wants to look at Tyros and just mutter under his breath, "Your name is Tyros."
It is.
I'm not afraid of you.
Don't worry. You shall know fear very, very shortly. And it seems like Tyros is attempting to draw upon power, Cade. More and more power. As he looks down at you specifically. And there is a wicked smile. And then, for but a moment, the smile fades. As you can see an axe fall upon the throat of Tyros. And you vaguely recognize the form, too. You recognize it as the Dark Ocean Tsunami form. that comes out of nowhere and strikes into this creature, this demon. As you can see your mentor, Zale, sent up here by Harriman, who at the moment has been getting people out of the tower. And he slams into Tyros for 672 damage. As the rest of you watch, Tyros goes flying into the door, and it looks to you, Cade, as though there's like a rippling effect, as if the effect keeps on going and going and going. And as Tyros is against the door at this moment, the glass breaks. And Tyros is shot out of the tower. As Zale looks to the rest of you before quickly moving and just detonating on these ants. As he's going to look over to you, Matthias. Sorry, I'm late. Shit, are you alright? Oh, Matthias.
Better now that you're here.
Yeah. Here, get up. And he's gonna toss to you a vitality potion. Drink this. You need to get going. Harriman's below. We got some people out, but fuck. This is bad. This is real bad. He kind of like looks over at Kenora, who's still like on the ground, shivering. Looks to you, Tecton, and Eisen, who is just still in this moment of complete zen, before looking over at you, Cade. And you can see like his face just drops as he'll rush over to you. Hey, come on, Cade, how you doing? You found yourself in some pretty deep shit, huh?
I'm not afraid of him.
I know you're not. You're brave. You're brave, Cade.
Kate, is this going to, like, stand up from being prone?
You can't.
I can't?
You don't have feeling in your legs. You don't have feeling in your arms. It's all starting to go cold and dark. Hey, don't worry. Don't worry, Cade. Look, you've been through worse. I put you through the ringer, huh? Put you through the fucking ringer. You're not gonna let this shit beat you, huh?
I'm not afraid.
I know. None of you. You're not afraid. Shit, you're being possessed, kid. The ritual's done. I think Zale would freeze. And he'd look at you, Cade. And he looks afraid. What would Zale see in Cade at this moment?
Zale tried pretty hard to train us. And even though we were just runts, and even though he kind of treated us like shit a lot of the time, he did care about us. He does care about us a lot. So even though I am just, one of many Ashen Vale members, just sort of squeaking at the very end, I know that Zale does care a lot. And Cade is, I think, just in his mind trying to hold on to that. And Zale does care about him. And I guess he's kind of trying to hold on to that one.
And Zale would just bring you into like a hug as you feel just a little bit of warmth. As all the rest begins to die. I can't stop it. I'm sorry, Kate. I can't stop it. I'm not gonna let this thing take you, though. Tecton, I need your help. Can you help me, please?
What can I do?
I've read a lot of books, drawn a lot of runes. I need runes of conveyance, drawn on my arms. I need to draw power. I don't fully understand how to write it, but fuck, you can do that. Right? You're a good artificer.
What are you trying to do?
Don't worry about that. Look, I trained all of you well, so you're not gonna die here. You're going to get the Ashen Veil out. Who's ever still alive. You're gonna throw up this flare. Zale will reach into his belt and he will pass you a flare. Tecton.
Hmm.
You're going to show them all that Cinco Squad is the best. Now do what I say,
sure?
Tecton. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sorry.
No, hey, don't be fucking sorry. We fucked up. This operation went to shit. I'm not sure what happened. But this was set up. This was all set up. It's not fucking fair. It's just what happened. But you all did great. You did great, okay? Harriman's down there, and he's getting people out. He's getting people out. And you all are gonna get out of this. You're not.
You.
Sometimes people don't get a happy ending. If you just remember me, as your awesome, badass teacher, you turned a bunch of runts to the best damn sweeper squad there is, then yeah, I'll make it out of there and here. He's gonna tap you on the chest. Tecton. Look, you went up against demons. You're a powerful one at that. And I don't think I took him out of commission for long, so we don't have time. But you still save people. You still did everything that could have been asked of you. You know what? They had to fight with everything they had to win your soul. Vincere anima mea, brother. Never forget it.
I won't. And he'll hold out his hand for Kid's arm, or Zale's arm.
And Zale would extend both his arms.
And he'll start drawing the runes.
And I think Zale will just look down at Cade, who's like beginning to shiver as those black lines continue to cover his body. More black smoke. Sorry, I was such an asshole.
Don't you dare.
No. After this, I was gonna throw all of you a real big feast. Lots of food. Oh, all the favorites. And Eisen, oh, all the caramels that Kenora could make. You'll have to do that. You'll have to do that. Thank you. I thought my career was done. That it was over for me. You guys, you made me see that there was still more that I had to do. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Thank you. And Tecton, you finish up making all the marks. And Zale would just kind of let out a breath. And he'd place his hands on Cade. Unknown 12th, hear my call. As darkness falls and sunlight dies, hear my withered, reckless cry. Let this young warrior rise, not fall. Through your fire, give me courage. Through your deeds, give me guidance. May my bones be made storage. May this give the boy subsidence. I ask the burden be made my own, and drop my own soul into the unknown. And there's a flash of energy, Tecton, as you feel it. A shifting of power. And Cade, you would feel that weight on you shift, be released. As like venom from a bite, this curse, this entity, this spirit is drawn from your body. Drawn into Zale. As you would see Zale collapse, Tecton, onto his knees. As black energy starts radiating up Zale's arms. Both of you! Out of the circle! Now! Damn it!
I'm grabbing Cade and moving.
Okay.
Thank you.
Matthias, Eisen, are both of you getting out of the circle?
I would go grab Kenora and drag her out of the circle.
Gotcha. Then you drag her out of the circle. As outside, you're able to see Harriman, this burst of like white and violet energy expels from out of the tower. You look up at it all. This strangeness, this energy. And you feel sick. It is a sickness that is going up and gripping this place, this tower. The rest of you here look on in horror. At first you think Zale is choking. He's not choking. In fact, as you look, he's like gasping for breath, breathing, but it's not choking. Then you hear the sound, a wet, awful popping, bones shifting, meat rearranging. His back arches sharply, unnaturally, as if a hook yanks him skyward by the spine. His fingers claw at the ground, nails blackening, curling into these dirty hook-like talons that dig grooves into the floor. You see his face, Tecton, with eyes sharpened by your martial school. His eyes are gone. Just sockets now. Holes streaming this thick black ichor. His mouth hangs open, wider than it should, jaw cracked and swinging like a broken hinge. As something moves beneath his skin, something alive. His body spasms once more, and you hear a sickening snap as the arms bend the wrong way, shoulders dislocating with a noise like the tearing of tree bark. His ribs begin to shift beneath the flesh, pressing outward, visible even through his armor, like they're eager to escape. Then his back splits with a sound like wet parchment, and hot black steam rushes forth. Hot black steam. In this moment, as you look, you witness that wet choking noise gets worse. Far, far worse. As Zale begins to heave. Broken fingers slick with sweat reach into a raw throat. You watch Eisen as Zale's eyes bulge and his teeth crack as he pulls from his throat a sword, a sickly black blade. And as the metal touches air, a wretched smile cracks across Zale's face. I am freed. Full and final. And there is prey. Good. I thought I heard your fear. For I am the feared. And I will take my meat. As he walks forward towards you, Cade, what are you doing?
Cade is going to, again, try and retain his lack of fear if he can. But he is just going to start, I guess he's still kind of on the ground, just start scooting backward.
And as you do, you can see that this entity attempts to follow and then stops. As if the very edge of this circle prevents him from leaving. Old magic still lingers. I will cut it out. And the sword seems to stab into the air. Cade, as here, you see this entity looking like they are carving apart the magic in front of you. What are you guys doing as the feared begins to advance?
Run. Grabbing Cade and Matthias and running.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Trying to run.
Good.
Then, as you turn to run, Tecton, you can see Tyros stumbling in as you're running and looks to all of you. You have made me quite upset. I suppose I will just have to bury you. As Tyros begins to make their way forward, claws extending. He's here to kill you all. He's here to end this. Eisen. as you see this, you feel your heart begin to beat faster and faster. You rolled 8 successes. You feel angry, Eisen. This monster took Zale, hurt Kenora, took your grandfather, took so much more. What are you doing?
um, Instinctively, I think he would put Kenora down.
Okay.
And, without fear, he'd probably start inching his way around the circle to confront this monster.
Okay. And as you keep getting closer, he's advancing on Matthias, Eisen. Like, he's pulling back for the stroke.
Well, I would run at him at this point.
You'd run at him. You feel something deep within you begin to build then. Are you just letting it go? Are you just giving in to the fight?
At this point, yes.
Okay. Matthias, you feel the claw come back. It arcs down at you, as all you can do to take your weapon and deflect the first attack, as you are thrown onto the ground. And then, Cade and Tecton, as you look up, Tyros' eyes full of rage. He's there, and then he's gone. Just gone. The next thing Tyros knows, he's floating in the air above the tower, under the sun. And slowly he looks as there is a person floating there. There you are. Welcome, Garion! Shall we fight?
I think Eisen just take a deep breath and then just glare at him. No words.
Good. And I think Tyros would fly towards you, attempting to rip out your throat. What happens, Eisen?
I'm going to attempt to move.
Yeah, as he feels slow. As you're able to just shift out of the way, like a leaf in the wind. As the attacks still keep on flying at you, Eisen, one after another, after another, after another. What are you doing?
Arms down at his side, just shifting out of the way of all these attacks effortlessly.
And Tyros is just going to cry out in rage and then look back towards the tower, trying to fly towards it.
Can I stop him?
How would you like to try and do that?
I just grab him by the throat.
Sure. As you go ahead and move, your body is moving before your mind even thinks it. As you grab Tyros by the throat, and the demon just kind of looks at you and smiles as he's going to begin to keep on swiping at you to the point where you have to drop him, Eisen, as, like, now, as he's attacking with more ferocity and fury, you feel the first cut across your face. What are you doing?
I think I would do that thing where like you react to the cut and then you like slowly look back, and I think I would start to go on the offense.
What's the offense look like?
Just a flurry of punches and kicks and roundhouses and counters.
And as this happens, you kick this demon Tyros into a mountain. And Harriman, as you're helping to carry like the unconscious Ashen Vale members, moving them out of the tower, you watch as one mountainside just completely goes up into like lava. The stone instantly liquefying from the heat and the power as this entire region is beginning to shake and break apart. There are powerful beings fighting here. Now, for the rest of you, are you attempting to run?
Yes.
Yeah.
What gave you
outta here.
impression?
Well, you know, I was just kind of thinking.
I just don't really want to be near that.
That? Okay. Well, it's a skill challenge then, boys.
Hey.
As this fight is happening, you are just attempting to fucking survive.
Yep. So, are we still up there, or are we
Currently.
down with Harriman?
Currently, you guys are still up there, and as you like peek
Okay.
out, you'd be able to see like Harriman trying to carry like 4 or 5 people out of the tower.
Cool. Let's go meet up with Harriman and grab some people.
Gotcha. Then, what are you doing at this point? What rolls are you making?
Can Cade make like a mental check using like his nature ability, and can he like look around to sort of see? I'm guessing like there's a lot going on with the fight above, and like there's just like a lot of like damage going on. Can he see like where the weak points in the mountain are, so that he should be like moving people away from there in case there are any like boulders nearby or any, you know, any cracks in the mountain?
Yeah, you could do that.
Cade.
Cade!
Oh my
What?
god.
That's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
My guy.
That is
Eli.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah.
I don't have any hero points either. Okay. Hey.
Oh my god.
That as you're looking around, this entire area is beginning to break apart as you're like trying to keep track of what is going on, but it's so much. It's so much, Cade, and your body still feels weak from almost being possessed by that thing. It's one success. Many more to go.
Okay. Assuming we can make it down, I'm assuming there are stairs.
There are stairs, yeah.
Yeah, down to where the people were. Are there more people there that we can grab, or has Harriman gotten a lot of them out of that room?
Harriman got all that were still alive.
Okay.
The
Then-
entire rest of the Ashenvale recruiting class is dead, along with
Cool.
multiple other like slicers, sweepers. Like people came to try and launch a rescue.
Mhm.
They died.
Okay, that's not great. Then I guess Yeah. Would I be able? Because I'm assuming there's a lot of broken stuff around right now.
There is.
Would I be able to fashion sort of like a sled almost, just really fast to pull the bodies around instead of having to carry them?
If you got up with Harriman, I mean, that's something that you could definitely attempt. Yeah, I could say. I mean, there is a lot of destruction going on. I give you benefit 1 on this mental check then.
Artificer 2?
Artificer 2. I mean, you are building something. Yeah, it would be Artificer.
Let's go. I need this, please.
Based on the letter of the power, yes, this would be Artificer.
Let me build something. 1, 2. You said benefit 1?
Benefit 1.
3, 4. 4 successes.
4 successes. Then, as you go ahead and build this sled, you start running up beside Harriman. As Harriman, what do you think as you're like hauling these bodies up in the air? People are fighting, and Tecton and the others run up beside you with like this, like haphazardly constructed sled.
He's feeling a lot of emotions, but there's no time to process it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to just put the bodies on the sled and look at Matthias and be like, "Let's go."
Okay.
Yep.
You're up, buddy.
Yeah. So do we have all the bodies
Yeah.
that we need? Okay. Yeah. Matthias will make a physical check to pull the sled.
Physical check to pull the sled. Gotcha.
Gotta move.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's not bad.
No, 3's pretty good.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
As
Yeah, it is pretty good, isn't it?
oh, poor Eli.
kind of incredible when you think about it.
Hold up. Here's your.
The always punished Cade versus the never punished Brolian.
Yeah,
Duality of
punished,
man.
had to be punished eventually.
Yes. So as Matthias, like you just grab hold of this sled, you're barreling forward. Like your body is broken after combat. Like you're not really able to see what keeps you dashing forward.
Matthias is very angry with himself. He feels that Harriman was the only one who had the balls to actually do what needed to be done. So he's thinking about he has to make this right. He has to do at least something right. And it's going to be pulling all of these bodies out of here.
Gotcha. Then you go ahead, you pull, and pull, and pull. And as you're doing so, you feel the landscape shaking, churning, being destroyed. But you still have to go. You have to make distance. You have to get somewhere safe. You have to somehow survive. I believe it's Harriman and Eisen still left to go.
Oh, I didn't know I could go.
Yeah, I mean, you're here, like, you're fighting for your life, but...
I mean, I have something if you want to think some more.
I have something, but it's up to you.
Oh. Because Harriman is pretty much broken. He broke his legs in the fall. He's been doing this, like, thing. But, if he's on the sled, do you think his ability to navigate, could he, like, be right there with Matthias, basically like, okay, there's an obstacle, you have to go left, or, like, we can't go left, you have to, like, we're gonna have to, like, break through, basically letting him know where the obstacles are, and making this, as things, I know it's, like, a chaotic situation as things are, like, falling, but, like, giving him heads up so he's not just dashing blindly, even though he's blind.
No, I think that would work, especially if you're trying to use psi points to help further
yeah.
the connection.
Absolutely.
How many psi points do you want to use then?
How many did I use for the saving?
For the saving 3, I'd say.
Then I'll use the rest. I'll use 4.
4. Okay, then go ahead and make a mental check. I'd say at benefit 1. Yeah.
Okay, and I get the extra dice from Navigator.
Extra dice from Navigator, yep. Because you are navigating.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Then, as you're helping to navigate, going ahead, Matthias, you feel yourself connect with Harriman in... Actually, this would actually have benefit 2, not benefit 1, because you've just undergone the ritual, Matthias. So...
3 successes then.
3 successes. That connection that you're feeling with Harriman, it's indescribably close. As before he even tells you, you can intuit what he's about to say as you are all moving together. But above, mountains are shattering, the ground is breaking. You watch as Tyros extends his hands and the entire river rises up and is thrown at Eisen. Eisen, you simply fly to the left, load up a punch, impact. Water turns to steam as you fly forward, the battle not stopping. But looking below, you're vaguely aware that your allies are in trouble. They need to get to a point of safety. It comes down to you.
Okay. Could I make a physical check to almost start steering the fight away from them?
Physical check. Steer the fight away? Yeah, that'd be possible. That'd be made with... Well, let me check here. This sheet. 10d6 at benefit 2.
Okay. I really hope I get it, because that would be absolutely absurd.
I mean, you could pull an Eli.
Don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted.
No, you got it.
It's 5.
It's a lot closer than I wanted it to be.
Honestly, yeah.
Gotcha. 5. And then,
Oh, there's more.
as you start to pull the battle away, Tyros is more concerned with stopping you. And so as you go ahead and lead them away, you think, all right, my allies are safe. They're safe there. And then there's an explosion from the tower. As you can see a man with a black sword charging forward, laughing maniacally towards the party. At this point, there's one more roll. This is an all or nothing roll. Oh, now, if you wouldn't have gotten full green, the fear would just be on you now.
Okay.
But you need 2 successes, else you go into combat with the feared in your current state.
Okay. And only one of us can roll.
Only one of you can roll. Can't be with what you used last time.
Okay.
This is the big one.
So, the feared is a demonic entity, right?
It is.
Okay.
Now that you know it is, yes.
Yeah. It's great to know. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
That totally doesn't make me have regrets Okay. Does anyone have a really bright idea? Because if not, I have something, but it's a little bit of a stretch and might not work. Brother.
Okay. I mean, does anyone? One idea is I don't know. No,
What an
I'm
idea.
thinking, no, because I was thinking, we all know the Ash and the Gate. Could we apply those principles in trying to hide from the feared?
Hiding would only get you so far. You're trying to get to a
Right.
place to get this flare up and GTFO.
Well, not like hide, but like obscure us enough so that we can get out. Like, if we were to, like, all of us use the Ash and the Gate, all four of us, and, like, duck and dive behind some of the debris. Just slow it down enough that we can get that flare up and out.
That would be possible. It'd probably grant you like an extra like 2d6 on whatever roll someone's trying to make.
Okay. So your plan is to try and use the action negate to break line of sight, basically, and give us a chance to get out.
Basically.
And that would theoretically give us 2 extra d6 on whatever the roll was.
Yes.
Okay. The idea I had was, since I've made my little sonic grenade in combat before under duress, and I've made it a few times, I was going to try and argue a physical check to just, as fast as I can, make it and throw it. Whatever materials I need to cause a distraction.
Whatever materials you need to cause a distraction would probably be physical for you.
Yes.
And are you wanting to pair that with like an Ash and Negate?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a possibility. I don't think that would get you any additional bonuses, but it could work.
It would still be building, so
Oh, it would still be
3d6. So an extra 5.
Could we combine that with the Ash and the Gate idea and get that other 2d6?
You could.
That would give me 8d6.
I have faith in you, Jonah. Just don't pull any
That's our best. I think that's our best bet, is to do
Yeah.
that.
I'm down.
Alright,
Okay.
time to reroll this, Jonah. This is a big one.
Yeah, I know. So we've got physical is 3 plus artificer is 3 plus 2 is 8. CS greater than. I actually have another question, Colin.
Okay.
My rune is specifically targeted for weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
If I added that into this, could I get some benefit to like boost its ability to affect their sound thing?
Not really, no.
Okay, I was trying.
Yeah, I respect the attempt.
I am grasping for straws here.
I understand.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah. No, that's it. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
I
This is
need
it.
2 successes.
Need 2 successes.
Goated.
We're
Goated.
He might be the GOAT. Tell me what happens as Tecton quickly attempts to build this sonic grenade and then throw it.
Basically, he's running. He reaches into his pouch and with surprising precision builds something. It doesn't look pretty. It's not super functional, but it works. And just as he's running, he does a sort of jump back, cocks his arm back, and throws it as far to the side as he can before diving behind a tree with the others.
And as you do this, for a moment, the Feared is running, catching up on you with a movement speed base of 150 feet. They are going fast. And then, with the explosion of sound, they are sent flying for just a moment. As all of you are able to run, getting to a point in the ground that is above the general turmoil. Are you setting off the flare, Tecton?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And as you set off the flare, shooting high up into the sky, you wait, looking around as the battle between Aizen and Tyros in the air is reaching a climax. As at this point, Aizen, you go ahead and you rip off one of Tyros' arms. He kicks you through the stomach, but you keep on going. You rip off the leg while it is still in you, as Tyros goes and just is trying to bite at your neck. It has gone into an all-out street brawl in the sky. The flare shoots up. Higher, higher, higher. And then, those of you below just start to hear laughing. You've run because you know fear. You have been good prey, but you will die. As the fear charges towards all of you. The blade is leveled. Is someone attempting to slow the fear down before he can get to the rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tekken would put himself between the feared and the unconscious members.
Then as the sword swings back, descends towards you, Tecton, what final gambit are you using to slow this monster down?
I think he'd... My school lets me observe and find weaknesses in the middle of combat when everything is going.
It does.
Can I leverage that? Not a weakness of the feared, but kind of a weakness of the strike, where I could redirect it just enough not to kill anyone.
Sure.
Just enough to throw them off.
Like if you're ripping out pieces of your armor to try and, like, deflect it, potentially.
Yeah. Anything.
As you do so, the strike momentarily deflects, but the force of it sends you flying back into Harriman and Matthias as all of you go sprawling, just this massive limbs. As the feared continues to make his way closer. And then a drop pod hits between all of you and the feared. The feared doesn't seem to care. Rushes forward, swinging into the drop pod, probably trying to horizontally slice everyone inside. And there is a sound. Boom! The blade stops. Is that all you got? The voice echoes from within the drop pod. You fight back, Matthias, through your injury, because you've heard that voice before, at least you think you have. As the rest of you see pushing out of the drop pod a soldier head to toe in gleaming armor with this brilliant lance and a shield. As the feared smiles. You're old. You can't help but die here. Faustus, what's your response?
Oh my god.
He's never been punked once. I won't say that.
I'm old, but I've seen a lot. You're nothing to me.
You are but dust, Fortress. As the two begin to do battle, their strikes sending shockwaves through this valley, which is collapsing. The shield of the hoplite, you're able to see, Harriman, is denting, but this person falls into the land school and activates the 12th mountain. Faustus's personal mountain. As the swing occurs, and as it strikes, you watch as this aether copy of Faustus shoots back out, slams into the fear, pushing him back as the two continue to trade blows back and forth, not stopping, not slowing, as Faustus isn't giving any ground, but the fear is getting in cuts, impacts. It is not an even fight. However, high above, all of a sudden, Tyros stops as he looks upon you, Eisen. And for a moment, you see fear cross the face. Not fear, no, it's something else. Tyros looks down at the feared. We have their attention. We must flee. And Tyros begins to swoop down towards the feared. And Faustus, you're able to see the feared momentarily process what the demon said. And just kind of smiles. Another day, Fortress. And then I will take your spine. Make it a spear of my own.
Faustus will look at him and say, run. It's all you can do.
The feared seems like he's about to lunge at Faustus. And the demon swoops by, grabbing the feared by the shoulder, as both of them teleport out. Shunk. Faustus, you look up, and you can see this kind of warrior in the sky with a series of grievous injuries. And then that warrior's form begins to change and shift. And he begins to fall. What are the rest of you doing as Eisen is falling?
Gotta try and catch him.
Gotcha.
Can Cade... this might be a stupid idea. I don't know how, the limits to Druidic magic. Could Cade, send, an upward gust of wind to try and, slow him down a little bit?
That's possible, yeah. At his altitude, yeah. As the upward gust catches Eisen, you are disoriented. Your body broken. Everything's pain as you feel yourself descend into the arms of Tecton. And at this point, Faustus kind of looks to the rest of you. He's right. We have to go. Come on. Let's get him out of here. We don't want to stay here for much longer.
Okay. Where are we going?
Back to Castle Getterix. Faustus will climb inside. All of you do the same.
Getting everybody in, yep.
Get everyone else I can then.
Yeah.
Then, as all of you go ahead and climb in, you would feel Cade. Something change in this landscape. Like the very balance of nature itself is thrown off. Harriman, you'd start to get like this splitting headache, and blood would start to leak from your nose. You would go blind, Tecton. For some reason, you can't see anything. Something is happening here, and you don't like it. But then, the drop pod, it activates as Faustus throws levers. You start to arc back up into the sky, leaving behind this battlefield, leaving behind the blooding, with so many questions, and so much at stake. And it is here where we will end the first season of Endless. As all of you go ahead and take 5 hero points. And based on this, let me see. It's an additional 175 merit.
Let's.
Because you
They better not freaking charge us after this, dude.
Bruh.
So it's 260 now. Because not only did you survive, but you were able to save people.
I am frothing at the mouth.
That I understand.
We have money.
You have merits. You have merits.
We also have trauma.
Trauma. But hey, you also have NPCs. At least 2 of them.
Yeah.
You made it out with Modwin, Bodig, and Kenora. I did not think that was going to happen.
I did not think we were getting Kenora out of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I was rolling for it. I was rolling because I was like, all right, if it's not a success, she's done. I could reveal. I was rolling like 5s. No 6s, just 5s.
I saw one of them.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh
It
boy.
feels a little bit awkward that, now we're named Cinco Squad and Quattro's dead. and
yeah.
It is a little
It kind of feels like slightly
little morbid.
bad taste, but,
A little morbid.
It's okay.
You know what? Fuck Quattro. We lived and survived the blooding.
You'd actually fuck
No,
Quattro.
I'm gonna be so real with you. I would have gotten Quattro out of there.
I believe you. I think we all would have tried if we knew where he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, he's dead.
No enemies to lovers arc.
Nope.
God, I wasn't sure I was gonna get Bodig and Modwin out there, but
Came down to one last roll.
Lord.
listen,
Dude.
I'm a gambler. That's what. Listen, what Pyros didn't know is that I gamble to the end of my days.
Yes.
It was, dude. It was ballsy, Ryan. I give you mad props for that.
Listen, I can go out of my day now. I can hold my head and I say, I did everything I could.
Very true. And good. Like you also slipped getting Modwin or Bodig gotten by like 1. Because I rolled like a 17 and an 18. One of them went.
Yeah, I know. I
Ryan, your gambling truly is astounding.
listen. He wants to gamble with me, but as we all know, I'm a
99%
gambler.
of gamblers quit before they hit it big.